Bass Pro Shops One Source. Brought to you by Global Outfitters Outdoor University.
Hey folks, this is Terry Hetrick with Go Shooting, and I'm really fortunate today to be here at the beautiful Bowman Lodge outside of Morris, Oklahoma. I'm here with my good friend Paul Bowman, and I just want to tell you one thing, Paul. Thank you very much for having us, and I have shot targets all over North America. I have never stood in front of a more breathtaking view to have the opportunity to shoot. Thank you so much for having us.
It's a pleasure to have you.
Well, we're going to look forward to having you and our viewers there at home learn a few shotgun tips that are going to help us hit some of those elusive clay targets out there, and then take them out into the field on their next dove hunt or duck hunt or pheasant hunt. And I think we'll have some fun with it. You know, probably the first question that's always asked when I get back to my shooting school in Nashville, Tennessee, is, can you tell me if my gun fits? Gun fit basically comes from establishing a good gun mount to start with. First thing we want to think about when you're talking about a shotgun as opposed to a rifle, a little bit different. As you'll notice, our shotgun doesn't have a rear sight like a rifle or a pistol does. There's nothing back here to line up with a front sight to shoot a bullseye. So since it doesn't have a rear sight, we have to make one. In the case of Paul being right-handed, we're going to use the pupil of his right eye to be the rear sight of the gun. Paul, just out without any coaching at all, let me see you take and mount that gun up right over here, just like you're going to take a shot over there. We've already checked that the gun's empty, and the best proper way to see if it fits is for me to look right down the barrel and see how his eye lines up. Let's take a look. Boy, that looks pretty darn good. Now, do you know what I'm looking for, Paul, when I'm looking to see if your gun fits? What I'm looking for is to see how the pupil of your right eye lines up down the rib with the front sight. It's perfect. You know what that means? That gun fits you. When a gun fits you, it shoots where you look. What do you suppose my job is?
Tell me where to look.
I'm going to show him where to look. That's absolutely right. First one to get that right today. Good job. Good job. But let's talk a little bit about the proper gun mount. Now that we know the gun fits you and will shoot where you look, let's think about something. Most people, when they mount the gun, will put the gun first on their shoulder, get it in there nice and comfortable, and then kind of adjust their head so they can see down the gun. The problem with that is it puts your head in a real unnatural position. My eyes aren't level. My neck's bent and construed and uncomfortable. And the first thing I'm going to do when that flying target comes out, I'm going to move my head back to a natural position so I can see better. And what have I moved? I've moved the rear side of the gun. And you know from your pistol shooting, you move the rear side of the gun doesn't shoot straight anymore. So as opposed to put it on my shoulder first, I'm going to try a little bit more conventional method. I'm going to look at something in the distance and get my head set in a comfortable eye level position to start with. And then I'm going to bring the gun first up to my eye and then back to my shoulder. And you see how now my head is in a very comfortable, good seeing position? Now I have no reason to move my head during the shot. Paul, would you try that a time or two for me? Sure. Just look at something in the distance out there. Get your eyes in a level, comfortable position. Raise the gun first up to your eye and then back to your shoulder. Now he has no reason to move his head during the shot. The gun's going to truly shoot where you look. Practice that at home. It'll make your overall shooting better. This is Terry Hetrick here at the Bowman Lodge with Mr. Paul Bowman. Go shooting.